am Li Po. I'm also Yakima Lee, depending on what I'm doing, and I'm Lee Graham. I didn't come here with any sort of agenda at all, with the exception of maybe one thing. Because of the timing of this speaking, this is an important issue which we'll talk about, and it's called Letters to the Karmic Board. And I died 3 times in '07, so it's only by the grace of the Karmic Board and hierarchy that I came back, and my wife as well. I had left, I had been celebrated on the inner planes for ascending, and I was leaving. That's what's appropriate about this issue, which we'll talk about in more depth as we get to it. But in my letter to the Karmic Board in '06, I asked for 20 more years of service in the physical plane. And of course, looking at what happened to me in '07, I think, well, I was scheduled to leave. But it obviously was appropriate for me to come back and continue doing the work, whatever that meant. So I am Li Po. This is a very opportune time. And why that is because on Monday the 15th, the major enclave of the Ascended Masters begins in the Grand Tetons, and it's a major deliberation with the Karmic Board. And the Karmic Board and the Masters meet from the 15th of December to the 14th of February. Wow. And basically what they decide is they release the thought form of the year, and they decide, well, what has been successful, what has not? What have we invested our light in and our energy in that has been good, and we need to support it some more, and what has not worked, and we need to stop doing this. So in other words, they meet twice a year with the Karmic Board, and the Karmic Board deliberates on what energies they're going to give to humanity for the following year to work with. So we write letters to the Karmic Board. My typical is to write the letter from about the 15th to New Year's Day, and then burn it on New Year's Eve. And that way it goes into the etheric. So I spend however much time, it may be a sentence. Last time it was 16 or 18 pages. That's the way it goes. It's up to you. And it's nice to have, that's why I say I start on the 15th. I may just get a couple of ideas in. Then I'll be going along 2 days later. I think, oh, you didn't say anything about this. What do you want? Well, I'm going to read this to you, and let's see what it says. Letters to the Karmic Board. Hierarchy. The Ascended Masters and the Karmic Board meet to discuss the situation with humanity and the Earth in the Teton retreat every year between December 15th and January 14th, and then June 15th to July 14th. It is during these times that it is especially important to write letters to the Karmic Board. Well, of the 2 times, this is the more important. It is advised that Chelas write their letters to the Karmic Board between December 15th and 31st, and then burn them on New Year's Eve. These letters should contain requests for dispensations for the coming year. You should ask for what you wish to see manifest in your consciousness, being, and world in the next 12 months, and then include what service you intend to do in exchange for their blessing if they grant your petition. So in other words, it's your real Christmas list. What am I trying to accomplish? What do I really want? And what am I putting up of myself to maybe to counterbalance it? Is it good for the planet? Obviously, they're not going to grant something that doesn't help humanity, because that's not what this is about. But all of us have similar issues. We all have a divine plan. We all want to work on the divine plan, whether we know it or not. And the issue is that we are in the 4th kingdom. There is a 5th kingdom, and the 5th kingdom is the Ascended Masters. And it is the divine plan of evolution for all of humanity to make our ascension, as well as planet Earth. And that is what we're all here about, whether we know it or not.